Super quick video in how to understand the signals. So what I've done, we've engineered it in such a way is that we don't have to reverse it or anything like that. It's very much for layman's. It's like for user friendly. So if it does say buy, yes, then it simply means buy. We don't reverse it or anything like that. I know we do the opposite with the retail guys, but I've done it in such a way that we don't have to reverse it. When we see a signal that says buy, it just simply means buy. And if it says sell, yes, that means to sell. And what will happen in the quasidb service, we have a very unique soft stop feature, and we'll get a no message, and that will tell us to exit. And so I need to give you an example. So yesterday, the dollar CAD was a sell because the dollar bubble was strong sell and the CAD was strong buy, and that's why we got that message at 5:15. Now, as a side note, if you did take that trade, it did fall 35, 40 pips, so would have been quite a nice profit if you called it. But we have seen a big reversal in the dollar, and that's why we had no messages on the dollar pairs, and I'll show you what happened. So a few hours ago, the dollar bubble was up here in the strong sell section, and what's happening, as per news, if you're aware of what's going on, there's some tensions in China and the US. The dollar's bubbles really moved, and what's happened is that the retail guys are starting to sell it. By that action, it's become a stronger buy. See where the dollar bubble is over here? It's actually the strongest buy, which is like very unexpected because we were in a strong sell. So we've moved a great deal in a very short space of time. And now the dollar was here and the CAD was here, and that's why we had the UC sell signal. But when the dollar bubble came across, and then it got closer and closer to the CAD bubble, we got out our no, and that's what the soft stop is. We got out before there was too much destruction. And now if the dollar bubble continues, then it's going to become stronger and stronger. And so that's why we wanted to have a no message, a soft stop, in order for us to get out of the dollar CAD. So you do need a hard stop, and that's just like a physical stop. But you'll see soft stops do come into play, and that's what that means. So when we see a no message here, that's what that means, is that there's been a convergence of the bubbles, and that's it. So this is how the bubbles stand right now. Gold strong sell, and the yen is very skewed. So yeah, hopefully that helps. If there's any questions, just let me know. Normally we don't see very erratic moves. We saw lots of crazy moves in January, so I'm hoping we don't see a repeat of that. But this dollar bubble is quite strange. There's a big movement, so assuming that they continue, then it's going to become stronger over time. So that's why we got out, and then hence why we had the no message. So hopefully that's clear. Just to recap, we don't reverse it. If it says buy, yes, that's a buy. If it says sell, yes, then it's a sell. And when the bubbles converge, it's in validation and therefore a no, and that's what the soft stop is. And we get soft stopped quite a bit, but it's better than having like large losses. And in theory, what probably should have happened was that the dollar would have stayed there, and then they continued to sell it, to buy it, sorry, and that action would have made the dollar bubble gravitate over here. But the news has accelerated the dollar bubble movement, and so for some reason they're selling it. So keep an eye on your dollar crosses this week. So this news and the risk, we could be going risk off, and check your VIX as well. Anyway, so that's what that means. It's a two-parter, and I'll be back later this evening for the stop loss clusters. I'll speak to you soon.